Thanks for joining me. I haven't planned anything. It's more about you asking me questions and things like that. So all I can say is I first saw a champagne at Mark Rubery's. And if anybody's been to his garden party or anything like that, and he kindly let me take it home. And it didn't breed, which is about right, sod's law. But in 2016, I've looked back on my notes and I kept getting the odd one that kept popping out. And then a few years ago, I had some and I ended up with this one and two sows and a boar. So this is a sow. And I just think it's a lovely breed. So it came out of beige, but they are breeding true. All the time, I've never ever had a beige out or anything like that. So I'm trying to get them established, but I need breeders and people who are willing to show as well, because I need 3 breeders and 3 people that are willing to show. So if you want to come and have a look at them, so this also what happened was I let Paul Croston, who lives in Spain, have some beige, and because they can't show in Spain anymore, they can't have pet shops or anything like that, he let Jens and Darren, who live in Sweden, have some, and they bred to a litter, a sow and 2 boars, which I purchased. I won't tell you how much I paid. So this one is that sow, one of the sows, but she's been a bit lazy and she's took 12 months to actually have a litter. So if you want to come and have a look, but they're very true to colour. They've got a really, goes down to the skin, and I find that it's quite a level, and they're quite typey. Seen their sows, and then Jamie's has had these 2, and he was on the understanding he was going to show them, but for some reason he went and had a bit of an accident, so they're coming back. It all depends on the generation, because that's first generation, and I'm now breeding onto 3rd generation. There's 1st, 2nd and 3rd generations here. They do, it's a bit like a lilac and a beige, where you look at the tummy and see what the colour is going to be when it's adult. They do tend to have a bit darker on the nose, but I think that's quite common because that is more dense hair there. So yeah, lilacs do it, blues, quite a lot actually. Good sized litters, I've had no problems at all. And we're at Real London, we actually got a champagne and tan mouse, and we compared the difference. The mouse was a little bit darker because it's got a tan belly, so it was a bit darker, but I'll put that up. And I have got a Facebook page, Champagne. Well, I've got 3 sources, so I've got the pair that I had, and then I got the ones from Sweden, and then I've got a boar from Carolyn, which came out of beige. Yeah, but he's been a bit slow. We've just worked out that he's 12 months I've had him, and he's just sired some now. So he's just been a bit slow, but I think he's now got the hang of what he wants or what he needs to do. But yeah. Yes. If you've got beige, then I would say if you want to do it, because this is what Carolyn's done. She's got 2 beige sows, so she's going to make them to the beige, and then if need be, swap the boars and do it that way. And there's someone called Cheryl Mirage Stud, and she's got a boar and she's put it to beiges as well. But now that I've got more stock, I've got quite a few babies that aren't ready to leave yet, but I'm hoping that if you're interested, Um, so they can't be, the downfall is that they cannot be shown at every show because they're in the no, they're in development class, so they can only be shown where there's an RV club show and an English one, and then the host show can actually do it as well. I did try to get it, and the English Shelf have supported me so much. They've actually paid for this board and everything. They thought that they were ready to actually be shown at all shows, because I found that at Doncaster, Yorkshire, Stafford and Real London, people are that busy that they don't get to see them when the, you know what I mean. But when I went to Oswestry, which was a small show, then that people were really interested and like quite surprised at how good they are, really. Hopefully, if I get the 3 breeders and we start showing them next September, they can go on to new and emerging. So I need people on board who are willing to help on this mission.